eyes. One of life's greatest mysteries. Nobody really knows exactly how they work. And today we're going to be focusing quite a lot on eyes. Now, a lot of people have said that they think I look cross-eyed here, which, firstly, bit rude to point that out. Secondly, watch what happens if I'm not. Oh no! Oh, that's gone very wrong. I blame you for this. What an absolutely terrifying sight. I'm stuck. I can't. I think I'm stuck like this. Help! Hello? Help! Hello, and welcome back to another episode here on the Hermitcraft server. I am Zedaph. Hope you are doing very well today. It's been a little while. It's been quite a while, in fact, since the last episode, but that is for very good reason. I have been in America visiting fellow Hermit Tango, and we've been having a lot of fun. There is an entire playlist of incredible, awesome, unique live streams right up there in the top right iCard for you to check out, see what you think. We had a lot of fun, basically, and I think you'll enjoy watching them too. So if you haven't seen any of them before, definitely go check those out. That is where I've been. But we are back now on the Hermitcraft server, and I cannot wait to get going. There's a spooky, scary ghost somewhere. But it's fine, because we're in our lovely little protective dome. Shut up, Ghast! I'm not even scared of you at all. I would be if I was out there, because I haven't got my hat on. There we go, now I feel all better, now I've got a lovely little hat on. So yes, this is our nether base with our super smelter, and this is basically the only thing we've done here right now, but that is all going to change today. Look at these 4 little super smelty cookers, because we are going to expand this place massively, do some work on these tunnels, and I have a very, very cool idea, or at least I think it's going to be cool, for a nice centerpiece that we are going to make. And yes, it is heavily reliant on eyes, which, as you can see, I've fixed. I've repaired them now. That was very creepy in the beginning there. Very, very strange. Some things were not meant to happen, and that was one of them. So what are we going to be doing? Well, I want to try and create a gigantic pair of eyes, and very much like you know, in like scary horror films and things like that, the paintings on the walls, the eyes, they follow you around the room. Well, I want to try and recreate that effect just a little bit, and I think it's actually going to be back here. We're going to have this big pair of eyes. It's going to take up quite a lot of room, because to do the kind of effect that I want to do, it takes distance. Distance is kind of our helpful factor. So I'm going to have to dig a lot of this out. Luckily, it's nice and quick and easy, and it's netherrack as well, which we can then smelt up using our super smelter to make nether brick, which is exactly a lot of the materials that we're going to be using today. So I'm going to do a little bit more digging out here, and then we're going to go over and actually try and do some science. Some analysing, eyesing. There was an eye joke in there. There's going to be a lot of them today. For how this perspective trick is actually gonna work. So quickly just hopped over here to the pyramid base because we have some room. Let's talk about Parallax, which, no, it is not a paralysing laxative, even though it very much sounds like it. It is about perspective and distance and things like that. If I just move left and right, if I strafe here, you can see that torch right in front of me. It's moving pretty quick across the screen there, but you can see that tree really far away. It's barely moving from the middle of the screen, right? It's moving a lot less. Things further away don't look like they move as much. And we can kind of use that to our advantage here. You'll see that we've got this very, very close up block and this much further away block. They're roughly looking the same kind of size from my perspective here. But as you can see through this gap, this little eye doesn't really move too much left and right. It kind of follows me around the room still. In fact, it does, very much so, because it's still slightly further back. But this eye over here, whoo, look how much that follows me about. That follows me like an absolute magnet. What a crazy eye, crazy pupil that is. So if we had them further back like that, they actually look at us a lot more. And then the other aspect to this as well is if we get further back from the eye frames, I don't know what you want to call it, it makes the effect work even better. Look at that eye back there now. It's fully tracking. It's looking at me. Stop it. Stop it. You're making me feel uncomfortable. Whereas this one here kind of, it still does, but not as well. Oh, Why is this so satisfying? I cannot put my finger on it, but I love breaking, insta-mining netherrack. Oh, it's so good. Is that just me? Am I just the weird one? Maybe. So let's just quickly talk about logistics. In terms of moving around, this is my nether tunnel. That is the main new hub up there, which we'll go and take a look at in a minute. I've not seen the new design fully yet, but at the minute we just have it coming down here. We split off this way to go to the iceberg base. We carried on going this way, and at the end turn left again to go to the pyramid base. Whereas now what I want to do is I want to take both of those junctions, get rid of them. The tunnel will go to here. We will walk through this way. Annoyingly, it's really off-center. If we only went one block over, it would have been nice and centered, but never mind. Maybe we can fix that later. We'd come into a nice open room. Our big pair of eyes are going to be at the end of the room over there, so all this movement here... This whole wall's going to be gone, by the way, so when we're going past the tunnel, we can see the eyes following us. And when we're walking towards it, the eyes are still going to be following us the whole time. And then here, we'll be able to go left to the iceberg base, right to the pyramid. And I think that's just a lot cleaner and nicer. And then we get this cool little eye feature. The furnace thingies are up there, so I'm thinking maybe here and maybe on both sides we're going to have some cool staircases that curve up and go up to those. Hello. All the whilst we have these big eyes looking at us the entire time. I think they're going to be really menacing and give the entire base a really cool characteristic. Kind of looks like he's got a little moustache, actually. Thinking about it now. Oh, he got embarrassed. Alright, let's talk about eye shape. Now, mine are incredibly rectangular, probably in real life too, because I'm staring at screens all day, but these, in particular, are incredibly rectangular. We want to try and go for something more realistic, something with a bit more shape. I kind of want to fit it in here. I'm imagining those kind of, like, dragon eyes. They're kind of like a bit of a weird shape. They're really hard to describe. Kind of a bit like a horn, actually. They're kind of like big on one end and then they go to like a small point in the middle. So I'm gonna start just like shaping things out. Let's do this together. It's a little bit of subtle painting. That's quite a human shaped eye. So we probably want to kind of like pinch it more at one side, maybe even more than that. We want to go really sharp. This is probably already looking a little bit bad. Let's replace those with full blocks. I've got a whole plethora here of stairs, slabs, and full blocks. That's not actually looking terrible at all. I quite like that. I didn't think I was going to get it that quick. You know what? Yeah, let's repeat that the other side. So we had what? We had full corners like that. I think then we went 3 full blocks in the edges and then filled those with stairs. There we go! Hey! We just did a thing live on camera. I genuinely was not expecting them to come out that good. Okay, well let's take a look from a bit more of a distance. I wish so many pigmen around everywhere. Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's at least 28 of them near me. They're making all kinds of racket. That's not bad. You know, I'd maybe like them to be slightly closer together, but I want to try and keep this symmetrical if possible, or rather odd numbers. So we want a full block in the middle, or I guess it would be no block, but then you kind of can't have them looking not joined up. So that's not bad. If we dig out all behind there, we can try and start working on the perspective challenge. We still got plenty of room here for our tunnels either side. I am also thinking that I want a really cool way to get up to here, and originally I was just going to have like this spiral thing in the middle of the room. Let's actually go up and take a little look around, because I'm still incredibly unsure of how to do this. At the minute we have 4 smelters around the edge. We could easily take away a third one and just sort of have stairs go straight down, but I was thinking of having some kind of cool circular staircase up. We also need access to this floor because this is where all the goodies end up, all the smelted goods end up coming down. At the minute, I've got them just going into that chest there. But we've got plenty of room and opportunities to do all kinds of crazy things. So I think that's what I might need to work on next. You know, how do we get up and down there? Because I want to try and incorporate it well into this view, because then I can call this thing the staircase, which is probably what this episode's called. So that pun probably isn't as cool to you, but I've only just thought of that up. So I'm impressed. At least somebody is. Ask yourself the question, what do you want from a good staircase? Well, obviously, first up, you got to be able to go up and down it. It's not very useful if it just makes you go sideways. So you need to be able to go up height. Secondly, maybe handrails or something like that so you don't fall off. Not as important in Minecraft, especially if we end up having full-on walls everywhere that, you know, they're not even handrails anymore. You just physically can't fall off. Not too much of an issue. You probably don't want them too steep either, because then they'll be too hard to climb and probably too easy to fall back down again. Luckily, again, in Minecraft, falling down the stairs is actually quite an efficient way of traveling. Luckily, it doesn't transition into real life too easily. But what else? Well, you don't want to be hitting your head in Minecraft either. That's a big issue. Ow, 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 ow. And then, of course, you've got the choice. We have stairs and we have slabs. You don't want to be jumping. You don't want to have to be physically jumping up these stairs. They're now no longer stairs. They're now just, I don't know what they are. But if you have to jump up a stair, you're doing it wrong, basically. And, of course, stairs allow you to reach a 2-high block in a 2-block space, whereas slabs are only half the height, which means you cannot access such heights so quickly. But slabs are a lot easier, a lot smoother on the legs, on the joints. You know, I'm pushing on a bit now, so you know, I've got to think of the old arthritis and things like that. So we probably want to try and go stairs for the best we can, but then we have this issue when we're turning. Stairs and slabs and everything like that are great on a flat staircase, but as soon as you need to turn and go up and round a corner like this, you know, if you're not careful and you walk in the wrong place, you're just going to bang up against the wall and not go anywhere automatically. You kind of need to, like, sneak around the edge until you can fit on and then go up, and it's all quite awkward. So, doing spirally staircases in Minecraft is not easy. And boom, I've done one. This took some time. It's a slow process. I will try and show you the process that I used to make it, but let's first have a little ride. It's not the prettiest of things, but luckily, because we're in the nether, and I often think of all this kind of colour being quite, like, gross innards, intestines, and flesh and skin and bleh, gross things like that. I think it's meant to have that kind of vibe. I think it's okay. So we come up to this halfway point, and then we'd come up around here to this part. And now this dimension is quite small, as you can see. If I get a good view from up above, it's kind of well, I don't know. On the outside, it goes 2, 2, 3. I can't work out how to do it, but it is kind of based on a small radius of circle. And then this bit down here is exactly the same. It's just kind of flipped on itself. We've used the same bit to here, then the same bit back down to there again. And the beauty of this is I can flip this to this side and this to over this side to have a really cool symmetrical double helix kind of staircase, which I think is going to look awesome. And it's going to be framed around our awesome eyes. So as we're kind of looking at the staircase, we can see the staring case at us. Which, yeah, should look pretty cool. And obviously this whole bit here will be open, so as we approach it, we can have awesome paths leading to the staircases, a path going straight through the middle to over here. This kind of helix design, where we're going to have a sort of double crossover meeting in the middle, also allows us to have easy access to this middle section floor as well, just by hopping up over here to get to all the innards. I don't exactly know how we're going to bring these all together yet. Obviously, we can kind of actually make this a little bit shorter by having the hoppers immediately curve around as soon as they pull the things out of the furnace on this layer here. So, I don't know, maybe just here in the middle there can be a nice big chest. Maybe we could still access it from above, like so. It could be anywhere. The choices are endless, and that's what I like, because right now, in this project, I'm not entirely sure where it's kind of going. So, as flexible as I can make my future plans, the better. Hub time. Look at this place. Oh boy, it's even better in person, I tell you. At being able to move around and look at this thing, it's incredible. Okay, hang on. Let's get winging. Let's wing it a little bit if I can. The map especially is incredible. Oh, oh, hang on. I've not been up here yet. Oh, that's why there's problems. There's problems with going up here. Okay, now this looks pretty cool as well. Nice little extra tunnels. Oh, but yeah, ultimately, this is what we need to connect up to. Officially, I've kind of got a really bad connection up to it. In fact, where is it? Oh no, I've lost my doorway. Oh, hello. I think it's over here. Yeah, we need to make a really nice door connection up to here. And a nice tunnel that leads all the way down there with a proper entrance through the lava and everything. That'll have to be a different project, different day. But good job, guys, on this hub. Incredible stuff. Darkness. Complete and utter blackness, darkness, shadowy eye sockets have been made. That's actually kind of a little creepy, not gonna lie. So we need to just add some pupils. The pupils have become the master. That I don't even know what that means. We need to put them maybe in the middle of the eye. There is a middle of the eye. Fantastic, kinda. We could put a pupil right here. We're gonna light it up from behind like that, so that hopefully it's nice and red, bright. So they could go up one more block. Okay, let's take a little look at this first eye. Ooh, it's looking right at me. Oh boy. Okay. Further back we go. How does it look back here? It looks pretty cool. Oh, I think when we have both eyes in, they're really going to follow you around the room. Okay, very nice. Let's try and make sure it looks good from every angle. I guess, yeah, even from over here. As soon as it starts looking a little bit bad in that top left corner, the stairs cover it up, and it's perfect. Oh, everything's working out great. Okay, second pupil in place, and let's see, with double eye action going on. Whereabouts was it? In the middle there, like that. One block above the floor. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and who's looking at me? Oh, this is like, who is that sheep looking at me? Oh my goodness, I didn't even realise. Is that big evil dragon monster looking at me? Oh, very much so. Look at those eyes! Oh, it's so cool. Okay, nice. I was wondering about this as well. If I change the FOV, does that do some craziness? I guess it just makes everything look a bit further away. It still kind of works. Kinda. I mean, if I go like here, he loses his entire pupil. So it kind of doesn't, but you know, nobody really walks around with Quake Pro FOV going on. Let's see if it happens like this. It still kind of does. So he still kind of looks so far at me that he's kind of not looking at me anymore. But I think that might be okay. Because from back here, I think it certainly looks pretty good. Stop it! Stop it, monster! Stop looking at me, I don't like it. Ha! Yeah, now I'm not the only one that looks cross-eyed. Yeah, even big spooky scary monsters can look like it too. Exactly. But this is actually a really good point. I think we need to bulk this out a little bit. It's a bit too flat at the minute, so I wanted to kind of give this guy a little bit of a nose. Perfect. That's meant to do that. No, let's try and follow the shape of this a little bit. And blob it out just a touch. Maybe we put some stairs and stairs. Like, already that's kind of looking like a cool nose. It's very unfortunate that we are so close to the bedrock floor. Otherwise, we could definitely do something where we have like a whole deep, not a whole body necessarily, but certainly something slightly more down below than just, you know, the top half of the head. But we could certainly have like hands coming up and holding these staircases or something like that. You know what? Actually, that's a really good idea. Might need a little bit more work than that, but you know, we could do something kind of like this. Maybe the arms go underneath it. Oh no, we can't because the floor's so close. Okay, the arms are going to kind of have to come up and over, I guess, the doors to hold these up, but we could do something pretty cool. My 3D pixel art skills aren't particularly great. My 2D pixel art skills aren't particularly great. I mean, I've even had somebody say that my 1D pixel art skills, you know, could be a little bit better, so not entirely sure what we'll do there, but there's certainly scope for something to be done in the future. We definitely learned our lesson before. I'm back here at the Concorpse shop, the coral shop. I'm going to buy the alive coral instead of the dead coral, and I'm going to kill it myself because I know how to, and it will save me a bit of money. This is only 1 diamond per 32. The other one is 2 diamonds per 32, so that is just dumb. I'm going to take 1 and 2, and ooh, let's take 3. It's the tube one. Yeah, tube coral block. Perfect. You know what? I'm going to just take them all. That's another 2 diamonds right there. Boom, boom. Thank you very much, Concorp. Nice doing business with you. And then I believe to kill it, we just have to place it down. And I thought... Oh, dear. I thought... Oh, wait. That did die. That died. Do I just have to let it air out for a bit? Is that right? I said that's dying. It worked. Oh, it actually worked. Okay, perfect. Good. We're going to try and stick with the the same color scheme that we used up there. And the beauty with this stuff is you can place it down blue and it will then dye for you. It's great. It's great. I don't even need to pre-convert it or anything. I just immediately place it and then know that it'll sort itself out later. I like blocks that help me out like that. We're going to have to do something about the pigman issue. And I guess gas can spawn down here as well, right? I didn't even think of that. That'd be pretty terrible. Don't go in his eye! Well, at least he's hidden. Okay. If you're going to go with... Look, if you're going to do it again, at least just always hide, okay? Oh, no, there you go. Look, he's decided he's had enough. He doesn't want to stick to my terms. Or he just wanted to try the other eye out. I mean, you know what they say. The eyes are always greener on the other side. Anyway. So we're going to stick with this dead tube coral floor for the most part, I think. We got quite a big space to fill. It's very, very rectangular and squarey in here right now. So definitely between episodes, I'm going to have to start working on shaping this up a little bit. And I think I want to actually go for quite a natural kind of look. Like we made these staircases very, I'm doing air quotes right now, fluid, in the sense that they're not all square-based. They're all quite, you know, organically shaped. I think we're going to go for a relatively organic shape down here for the walls as well, which means we'll probably have walls that are kind of more like... I'm doing a bad job. More like this kind of thing, you know, they're smoothed out all the way along the edges. There's no sharp corners anywhere. And then, yeah, I think that'd look pretty cool. Not sure what we're going to make all the walls out of and that either, because obviously up here, if we do a full run up the staircase, we use lava as the walls, which, you know, is great. But we don't want to use lava for the walls everywhere. We certainly want to get extra lava mixed into this build for sure. But have you got any thoughts? Let me know your design thoughts down here. I'm probably going to go for like a base of this, bordered with this like we had up the top there. But then the paths are going to be maybe made of different materials. Maybe we could do something with half slabs down here to help stop things from spawning all over the place. Lots and lots and lots of stuff we can do. But unfortunately, that is going to be it for this episode. I really hoped you enjoyed watching. I really enjoyed being back. So glad to be back. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, all those amazing things. I truly appreciate it. A big, big thank you to my wonderful patrons as well, whose names are on the screen right now. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being an awesome part of the Zcraft community and generally supporting the channel. Thank you all. Until next time, goodbye.